Hello everyone, this is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I wanted to make this pineapple cheese ball for our New Year's Eve, kind of the three of us celebration. So I thought I would share it with you, and the recipe is in the description box below. It is from an old Lioness cookbook that my mother-in-law used to belong in. And I'm not going to take a lot of time because I know you guys are watching the streamathon for New Year's. So I'll just tell you what we have here. This is 2 packages of cream cheese, softened. Then we have 2 cups of chopped pecans. One goes in the cheese ball. One gets rolled on the outside. So I have the rolling pecans over here on the plate. And this will go in. And then in this bowl is 1/4 of a cup of finely chopped bell pepper. And I just so happen to have orange bell pepper instead of green because at that time that's all the store had. And then you have 2 tablespoons of finely chopped onion. And then you're going to put in a tablespoon of seasoned salt. And the only one I have is the Cracker Barrel Campfire Meal Seasoning. And you need an 8 1/4 ounce can of crushed pineapple that has been drained. And that's it. That's all that's in it. And this is by a friend of my mother-in-law's. Her name was Sharon Eubanks. And it says the first thing to do is to beat the cream cheese smooth with a fork. I would find it easier to do in a mixer, but I'm following the recipe. So bear with me. So hi, Joyce. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Violet. And this has to chill for a couple hours. That's why I wanted to come on and do this for you guys. This cream cheese isn't quite to room temperature like it's supposed to be, so it's a little difficult to whip into a frenzy here. Let me move that. And plus I really didn't want to use any loud equipment. You can tell it's not really soft enough to whip with a fork. It's getting softer. Hi, Beth. We were out and about for a little bit and got home just in time before the rain started up again. So Scott was snoozing until I started doing a video. Now he's up looking to see if the rain has stopped. This is a pretty easy cheese ball to make. And as it sits, it gets to tasting better and better.
Sort of rottens, doesn't it?
Yes. As it chills, everything mixes together. All right. So after we did, it says beat until smooth. It's pretty smooth. I'm not going to keep you guys forever here. And when I add stuff, it'll continue to get softened up. It's not too bad. There it goes. Got to have strength when it's not at room temperature. Hey, Pam. Pam, I just watched your video. What a trip you had. And oh my goodness, to be broke down. Well, not really broke down, but stuck for 7 hours. I felt so bad for you. I was like, oh. Of course, the last time Greg broke down, he was stuck for like 10 hours because they didn't have enough AAA tow truck drivers. They only had 2 for the whole city of Greenville, which is crazy. All right, we're going to call that good enough. And as I mix in the wet stuff, it'll get a little bit easier to stir. So after you get this beat until smooth, gradually stirring your pineapple, your 1 cup of pecans, the onion, and the salt. So let's put a little bit of pineapple in there and a little bit of nuts. Remember, the plate of nuts is to roll it in. And did it say for the onions too? Yep, onion. Well, it didn't say anything about the pepper, but it's got to go in there too. So it's got lots of juice with it. So let's start mixing this together. This makes a really pretty cheese ball, and it tastes, oh my gosh, so good. This is one of those that you can take to a get-together, and it's gone before you even get a chance to get any. That's how good. I love this stuff. Oh, and I've got to put my seasoning salt in. I'll do that next. And I should have brought some paper towels or stuff. I'll use a corner of this dish towel. Wipe my finger off on. My hands are clean. I just washed them. All right, a tablespoon of seasoning salt. I'm going to go ahead and add all of it. And I'm using Cracker Barrel's campfire meal, the one that comes in the aluminum foil. I'm using that seasoning because I didn't have any Lowry seasoning salt. Lowry seasoning salt is what I usually do. All right, so that's good enough. I'll put that in there, a whole tablespoon. Sounds like a lot, but that's 2 packages of cream cheese there. We'll mix that in a little bit, and then we'll add the rest of the vegetables. And I brought a big spoon to help me form it into a ball so that I don't have to get my hands all in it. If you use green bell pepper, it looks even prettier because the green really pops in the cream cheese. But like I said, the grocery store didn't have any. This has a ton of pecans, or pecans. I keep trying to correct myself. It's pecans. Pecans have English peas inside them. This is me gradually adding. Yep, that's me gradually adding. I'm going to use that big spoon to help me. Oh, don't you worry about it, Pam. You were tired. That was a big trip to do with all those littles. I drove to upstate New York by myself one time, and that about did me in, being the only driver for a 10-hour drive. That was a bit much. So I said, if I ever have to travel alone again, I will save my money and buy a plane ticket, because my shoulders, oh God, my shoulders hurt for a week after that. All right, let's get the spoon involved now. Don't freak out, my hands are clean. Okay. All right. Then if you spread your your nuts out a little bit here. All right, I'm going to just put this out onto the nuts. Excuse the dirty dishes here. I'm going to set them in the chair. All right. All right. Now, before I get much messier, I'll have to clean my saran wrap. Trying not to get cheese everywhere. Oh, come on. The saran wrap from Hades. Oh my gosh, somebody has really messed it up. Sorry, guys. All right, I'll be right back. Wax paper instead of plastic. All right. All right. Now I got a piece of wax paper there. I'm just going to flip this over. Work the nuts up around it. Okay. You really want the plastic wrap, but mine's all messed up. So we're going to put this on here. And what I'll do is I'll see if I've got some other plastic wrap. And I will see if I can wrap it tight in plastic wrap so that it stays nice and tight and doesn't lose any of its moisture. All right. So that's how you make this cheese ball. You can also utilize your plastic wrap if you don't want to get your hands in it. You can spoon the stuff off onto a piece of wax paper and then just, bring your sides up to form it into a ball. I've done that before. But I'll wrap this nice and tight, put it in the fridge, and we'll have it tonight for our New Year's job. Our New Year's hello, hello. All right? The rest of that on the plate goes directly into your mouth. I usually just pour it on and wrap it up in the plastic and it gets in there. All right, so thanks for watching, you guys. Remember, the recipe is down below. I'm sorry if I missed anybody coming in, but I also do not want to keep you all from the hop. So get on back to the hop. If you've got these ingredients, you might want to pop in the kitchen and whip this up real quick for later. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Beth, I'm not sure who's on after Lori. Lori was going off at 2:30, so somebody else is already on. I'm not sure who it is, though. Bye, guys.